What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Booba Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, unified British heavyweight world champion, two-time unified British heavyweight world champion, Anthony Joshua, will be taking on IBF mandatory challenger, Kubrat Pulev, June 20th in Tottenham in the UK, in London. We know Kubrat Pulev has been vying for his opportunity to face Anthony Joshua as the IBF mandatory challenger. This will see Anthony Joshua vacate the WBO title, in which he could hand it over to former undisputed cruiserweight world champion turned heavyweight contender Oleksandr Usyk, or he could just vacate it and Oleksandr Usyk could face British heavyweight contender Derek Chisora in a vacant bout, right? With that said, Anthony Joshua seems to be on the verge of having two fights set up. He's going to beat Kubrat Pulev, as I told you guys. He'll face Kubrat Pulev June 20th. And then he's going to look to regain, obviously, the WBO title, in which is going to see Anthony Joshua, face the winner of Oleksandr Usyk versus Derek Chisora. With that said, Kubrat Pulev is an older fighter. I expect Anthony Joshua to be victorious. This is the new Tottenham stadium that's being built. So Bob Arum and multiple sources have confirmed that this fight is a done deal. And the only thing holding it up was that Eddie Hearn was still undecisive of if the fight was going to take place at Tottenham Spurs Stadium or Arsenal Stadium. So, at the end of the day, the fight is going to take place in London, in the UK, and I highly expect Anthony Joshua to be victorious in this fight. Kubrat Pulev is an older fighter. He lost to, I believe he lost to Vladimir Klitschko, if I'm not mistaken. He's 6'4", 260 pounds, but he's 38 years of age, nearly 39 years of age. He's 28-1, with 14 by way of knockout. That one loss coming at the hands of Vladimir Klitschko back in 2014. And since then, he hadn't lost prior to that, and he hadn't lost since then. But Kubrat Pulev, I expect, he's a strong fighter. He's a sturdy fighter. But I expect Anthony Joshua to be victorious. And as we all know, nothing is guaranteed in the sport of boxing. So we can't just guarantee that Anthony Joshua is going to be victorious in this fight. But I highly expect him to be victorious in this fight, right? I just think that, Kubrat Pulev he's slow. He doesn't have the sturdiest chin. Anthony Joshua does have power. He has youth, and he showed us mobility his last fight against Andrew Ruiz Jr. in their highly anticipated rematch. So we know Anthony Joshua can fight on his toes. We know Anthony Joshua can fight on the inside. We know Anthony Joshua has power. So with that said, I'm expecting this fight to be, a showcase fight for Anthony Joshua back at home. His last two fights, the first one, June 1st, was in New York. And then after that, his second fight was in Saudi Arabia against Andy Ruiz. So this will be his comeback home fight as the unified world champion. So the last time they saw him fight at home, he was unified. And this time around, he'll be unified again. So they haven't seen him ununified in a very, very long time. So I believe this is a showcase fight. It's a fight that he needs to get it out of the way. As Kubrat Pulev been flying around, buzzing around, so he need to go ahead and handle that business. And like I stated, they're looking to make a huge fight between Anthony Joshua and Oleksandr Usyk. And then, they'll possibly look to have a undisputed bout with Deontay Wilder. But like I stated, this fight happening so late, June 20th, pretty much puts the Deontay Wilder fight off until 2021. Pretty much, right? June 20th, the next time you see Anthony Joshua in the ring will probably be November. So against Oleksandr Usyk, that pretty much wipes out 2020 for undisputed bout with Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. Should this fight had taken place earlier, like it was slated to take place in March, they gave room for a June, a July fight, and then again another fight at the end of the year, maybe July, even August, September, right? And then December, a fight with Deontay Wilder, but that's pretty much out the window now. This fight taking place June 20th. That's nearly July, and then the second fight against Alexander Usyk, should he get past Derek Chisora, which I'm pegging Derek Chisora to win that fight. But Alexander Usyk gets past Derek Chisora, that's the fight they want to make. That fight will probably most likely take place in November, and then obviously he can't fight again in December. So the next time he'll fight will be in 2021. So Deontay Wilder earlier came out and stated that he's planning on handling business the correct way this second go round with Tyson Fury next Saturday night. And should he handle business the way he's expecting himself to handle business, nobody's going to want to see a trilogy match, so it's on to the next. So, but like I stated, Anthony Joshua is not going to be available because the fight with Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua would then not be for undisputed because Alexander Usyk or Derek Chisora will be holding the WBO belt. So it's impossible for that fight to be for undisputed. That's going to be the argument for Anthony Joshua, Matchroom CEO and promoter Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn, is that the fight they want with Deontay Wilder, they want it for to be undisputed. So they're going to push the face Alexander Usyk, Derek Chisora winner. And like I stated, that pushes Deontay Wilder fight pretty much out to 2021. So if I had a choice, I would like to see Deontay Wilder versus Dillian Whyte. Go ahead and satisfy that. No need to push off that mandatory. His mandatory, Tyson Fury is the mandatory for 2020. But go ahead and satisfy your 2021 mandatory in Dillian Whyte. Go ahead and get it out the way, man. Dillian Whyte's been calling for it. I know it's unfair that he talked his way and he's trying to talk his way into the position instead of fighting his way into the position. But hey, nonetheless, let's see how this all plays out. I would like to see Deontay Wilder and Dillian Whyte next. But who knows, right? Let's see how this all plays out. Let's see how the dominoes all fall. But first thing first, Anthony Joshua versus Kubrat Pulev, June 20th, Tottenham Stadium. But that's all I got for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blueblood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blueblood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Road. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.